You are living through the largest behavioral experiment in human history. No lab, no consent forms, no ethical review board. Just 5.2 billion people handed a device that was quietly engineered to rewire how they think, feel, connect, and see themselves. And the terrifying part? It worked exactly as designed. Before social media, human behavior evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. We were wired for small tribes, face-to-face trust, slow-burning reward, and deep, focused thought. Then, in less than 2 decades, we handed our brains to platforms that were optimized for one single metric: engagement. Here is what is happening inside your brain right now. Every time you open an app, your brain anticipates a reward, a like, a comment, a new post. That anticipation triggers a dopamine release. But here's the part the tech companies understood before neuroscientists even published on it. Your brain gets a bigger dopamine hit from the uncertainty of whether you'll get a reward than from the reward itself. This is the same mechanism that makes slot machines impossible to walk away from. Social media platforms are essentially slot machines you carry in your pocket. Infinite scroll removes the natural stopping point your brain needs to disengage. Variable reward schedules, sometimes your post gets 3 likes, sometimes 300, keep you pulling the lever. Notifications create microbursts of dopamine dozens of times a day. Studies show the average person checks their phone around 96 times daily. In 2015, the average social media user could hold focus on a single piece of content for 12 seconds. By 2025, that number had collapsed to 8.25 seconds. Teen users now toggle between apps every 44 seconds. A 2025 NTU Singapore study found that 68% of young respondents said social media directly harms their ability to focus. The rise of short-form content contributed to a 39% decrease in deep reading habits between 2014 and 2024. This is not a trivial inconvenience. Deep thinking, creative problem solving, genuine empathy, all of these require sustained attention. When your brain is trained to expect stimulation every few seconds, sitting with a difficult idea, a hard emotion, or another person's complex story becomes neurologically uncomfortable. We are not just losing our attention spans. We are losing the cognitive architecture that makes wisdom possible. Before social media, your identity was largely built in private, through experience, failure, reflection, and the slow accumulation of self-knowledge. Now, for billions of people, identity is constructed in public, in real time, and it is constantly being rated. The like button did not just measure popularity, it made self-worth feel quantifiable. It externalized the internal. A Pew Research study conducted in late 2024 found that nearly half of American teenagers, 48%, now believe social media has a mostly negative effect on people their age. That is up from 32% just 2 years earlier. Girls, in particular, report feeling pressure to appear attractive, to post constantly, and to engage with content that relentlessly triggers self-comparison. Here is perhaps the most heartbreaking finding in all of this research. Social media was built to connect us, and in measurable, statistical ways, it has made us lonelier. 40% of adults report that social media use contributes to their feelings of loneliness. We have more followers and fewer close friends, more reactions and less genuine understanding. We perform connection rather than experience it. This is not a call to delete everything and move to a forest. It is a call to become a deliberate participant in your own psychology. Here is what the research actually supports. First, treat your phone like a tool, not a companion. Designate no phone windows, especially the first 30 minutes after waking and the hour before sleep. These are the periods when your brain is most neurologically impressionable. Second, reintroduce friction deliberately. Move apps off your home screen. Turn off non-essential notifications. The goal is to make reaching for your phone a conscious choice, not a reflex. Third, Protect one form of deep, uninterrupted cognitive activity daily. Reading, writing, a difficult conversation, a creative practice. This is not productivity advice. This is brain maintenance. Fourth, audit what content actually makes you feel more capable, connected, and curious versus what leaves you hollow. Your feed is not neutral. It is actively shaping your emotional baseline. Social media did not change human behavior by accident. It changed it by design, exploiting the exact psychological vulnerabilities that evolution built into us. The question is no longer whether these platforms affect you. The research has settled that. The question is whether you are going to be a passive subject in someone else's experiment, or whether you are going to start running your own. Your brain is still yours, but only if you decide to reclaim it.
If this video made you think differently, like and subscribe.